The thing about that invisible presence is it is there when you're not thinking about it. It's there when you're not thinking about it, and it's also there when you're thinking about something else, although you probably won't notice it. But your whole idea of yourself, and by the way, everybody else, isn't there when you're not thinking about it. If it's not there when you're not thinking about it, it's not very real, is it? So my sense, my feels, we should always start with the essence. Don't work up to the essence. Don't play any games. Don't think you got to do all sorts of fancy tricks to get to the essence of what you are. Start with the essence. In other words, start at the end. That makes sense? Most people think, well, I'll realize the essence of what I am when. When what? When you get done chasing your tail? Why not just stop doing it now? Maybe in 10 more lifetimes, I will realize the essence of my being. Well, not if that's your attitude. There'll be 10 more after that. Why not just go right now? So sense that. Does that make sense to sense that? Because that's the only important thing ultimately. All the rest, just blah 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 blah. Like the teacher in the Peanuts, cartoons. Remember that? Wah 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 wah. That's all. It's all just. If you skip over this part, if you skip over realizing what you are, the invisible presence, if you skip over that, you've skipped over the whole damn thing. You're just into words and concepts and beliefs and ideas and opinions and all the rest. But this presence here that I'm speaking about, it's not a Buddhist thing or a Christian thing or a Hindu thing, in fact, it's nothing. You can put any face you want on it. You can slap any mythology on the front of it you want. It doesn't care. But nothing that you dress it up with, it's not what it is. It's not a Buddhist or a Christian thing. It can wear that face. It doesn't care. It can wear any face you want. It can wear a Buddhist mythology or a Christian mythology or a whatever. It doesn't matter. So ultimately, it's actually the very thing that you can't capture in all the ologies. You can't put the presence in a jar, right? You can't put it in a theological box. You can't put a name on it, It's everywhere. There's not a soul that exists that has more presence than another. There's not a soul that exists that has less presence than the other. Not one that exists now or one that ever existed or one that ever will exist. No, there is not one single being that will have more or less of this truth. The only question is, some know it, most don't. That's all. But even if you know it, it doesn't get you any more. Doesn't get you any more. In fact, if anything, you feel like a whole lot less.